But I don't know. I just, in the way I play, especially in Halo, I tense up. I tense up my legs and my whole body when I'm like shooting and I'm trying and my fucking aim's so average and I'm trying so hard to aim this shit. And people are teabagging me. They're coming into my chat saying, not even GG's really. Like, they'll be like, GG easy or like something like that. Like,
He said,
dude, like,
good
I
luck.
can't even.
He said, good luck, boys.
Even that. It's like, bro, we started.
God,
like, now it's.
Matthew?
All right, so we'll cut that and then we'll start
cut it.
But yeah, been streaming at the Envy office and I've been in that closet for. OpTic office now. And I've been streaming in that closet for a while and it gets so hot. I thought I'd be fine because like I hate. You know how obnoxious I was at the Hex quarters when I stream?
Yeah.
What is
and
that?
And at the Scuff House.
Why?
And at the other house.
Was I obnoxious at the Scuff House?
And in your apartment.
What is it about streamers? Because like when a podcast turns on, I don't think my personality really changes like that. It's like
me neither.
Talking. But when a stream turns on,
it's different.
It's fucking weird.
It is different.
And I know it's...
Every once in a while I watch one of our React videos, like a TST React video, and I look at myself and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
But also we were watching like games that like we weren't good at or didn't know anything about, and now I do know a lot about, like, especially Apex and Valorant, and now I do know a lot about Apex and Valorant. So when I go back and I watch the early videos of like us reacting to someone getting a headshot,
yeah,
and I'm like, oh my god,
bro,
I'm just like, dude,
yeah. I'll feel like that even just playing. Say I'm in Hex's vlog or something, and like I'll say something, or it's like if I just do something a little, I'm like, why did I end up just overthink it?
That being said, a lot of people say that my laugh is like super obnoxious and extra and fake. My laugh's not fake, but
it's not fake. And it's been like
but I am way more energetic. But that being said, like, you don't want to go on a recorded video, whether it's a vlog or whether it's a React video or some sort of like recorded content where you're not being enthusiastic.
There's got to be successful people that do like the TikTok food review guy. It's like a black guy with dreads. I don't know if you've seen him. I
deleted TikTok because it was making me depressed, but I have heard about that.
Why was it making you depressed?
Remember when
let's get into that subject.
Yeah, let's do it. You remember when we went to Breckenridge and I got really sick?
Yeah.
So when we came home and I was like,
my nuts are gonna be on camera.
Finally.
What?
And I came home and I was in bed for like 4 days straight, and I went from like using TikTok 30 to 45 minutes a day to like before I fell asleep to like being on it for like 5 hours.
Like once you got sick, you started just watching TikToks?
I was either sleeping or watching TikToks.
I mean, that's pretty much what I do now. Yeah. But I'm not sick.
Okay. Well.
Anyway,
that should be a different. So it got to a point where like I don't know what happened. I don't know what bumped my algorithm out of whack or whatever. But I kept getting sad shit. I kept getting people mourning their dogs dying. I kept getting people's finding out that their children weren't returning home from war. And I kept getting mad amounts of people cheating on each other. And
I hate those videos.
Dude, it's like, oh my God, look at this girl. And she's in another dude's like shirt and she's calling and she's like, no, baby, I'm sorry. Or like, guys,
it's crazy that fucking happens.
Or it happens with guys too. Like I kept getting those.
Really?
To the point where I kept getting all of them. And I was just like, dude, my shit used to be stand-up comics, girls twerking, and like
what happened to the girls twerking?
What happened to the good days of TikTok?
Bro, I remember when I was in my last relationship, I was on TikTok a lot, and because I got into a relationship and we were like sort of always together, like I stopped watching TikTok because every time I'd watch like girls would twerk or something.
Yeah.
And I just know.
I would have much rather preferred girls twerking than.
But I
what
just
was
know.
getting.
So I like sort of stopped watching TikTok, especially around her, because it's just girls twerking. But it's like I don't get to see that anymore. Now it is just fucking sad videos.
It's
I
sad
cry
shit,
more
right?
on TikTok. I cry on, especially if like yesterday I was hungover. And because for some reason when I'm hungover, I just like I'm emotional, and I would look at TikTok. I was in bed like all day, and because I was hungover, just looking at TikToks all day, sad shit popping up. I'm like crying and shit. My girl's like out in the kitchen working or something, and I'm just like it's. I don't think I've cried actually I have cried in front of her yet. It was a fucking weird breakdown I had, but
wait, let's get into that.
I think I might have talked about it.
You cried? No, I don't think I haven't heard a story of you crying in front of her.
It was I think you've seen me drunk enough times, even like back in the day when I would like drink, take Xanax, Adderall. Like I'm never like I don't get wild and like loud or fucking angry or like I'm never that guy.
No.
But for some reason, went out drinking with her. And we drank so fucking much. We went out day drinking. This is like a few months ago. I thought I talked about it. But for some reason I had some like mental breakdown. It's like, and we were saying like the next day it's like I think we were drugged or something like this. We both didn't remember shit. Like we're blacked out by 7 p.m.
Okay.
We don't remember how we got home. Like we were at Bottled. Her apartment's like in walking distance. But I just remember getting home, we're both drunk, and like, this was only, I don't know how, just a few months we were together. But I'm like sitting on the floor, Indian style, puking, crying. And I just remember like telling her like, I'm so sad. And she's like, no, you're fine. And like, this was like early on. And she was like, I love you. Like but like she was hammered. But we were literally like blacked out, but it was just like I don't know. That stuff never happened to me. I've never been like a drunk crier or like emotional drunk. It's like I'll just drink, I'll have my fun, and the next night, then I'm like asleep outside of someone's hotel room or something. But it's never like an emotional thing. But for some reason, I just fucking broke down one night, and I don't know why.
You don't know why?
No.
It wasn't like the internal.
Maybe I mean there was probably something in my life because I feel like the past 6 months I've been kind of. I mean I feel like every podcast for the past years I'd say like I'm not going through something, but like I'm always just in this state of like judging myself.
Yeah.
Of how I'm doing. Am I being a loser? And I think this was sort of after my summer, not alcoholic stage, but like I didn't stream. All I did was go out but like I wouldn't say I was an alcoholic, but I did nothing productive. But it was just like I went through like I had my breakup. Then I think I got in like decent shape, went to Mexico. After Mexico, I came back and I was just like, that was fucking fun. And then I just continued that throughout the summer. And then I think at the end of the summer is when I had my breakdown. And I was just like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. That Mexico trip did like.
When I got back from that.
It spun you.
Yeah. When I got back from that, it was just. I don't know what it was. Because now I look at it. Yeah, literally today before I walked out the door, I was like, all right, be back later. And then I'm like, what the fuck did I. And I laid in bed all day yesterday. And I was just like, God, like I feel like fucking shit. There's like, I'm not going to stream, whatever, lay in bed. But I was like, God, I feel like this does absolutely nothing for me. TikTok isn't entertaining to look at. There's nothing I want to watch. Like this doesn't feel good. So I just like wonder to back in like the summer days or even like, I mean, we'll just say this summer, like what the fuck was I doing? Like it's before I left, I was like, what have I, because even when we first got together, we were still like kind of going out all the time. It was still summer. So we're like going to the pool, but it's just every day I wasn't streaming. I like didn't stream for like 6+ months, and then even when I'd stream a little bit, I'd disappear again. But it was just like, what the fuck do I do? Like now it's like I want to come stream. It's like it makes me feel good, like not feel like a fucking loser. And I don't understand how I've like never really been in this stage before. because I've always taken like these breaks. But I think I'm literally finally, for the first time in my life, I think I'm at a stage where it's like I'm okay with like this consistency.
Yeah.
I'm even streaming more than 2 hours. It's crazy.
Oh shit.
I'm up to like 4 to 5 hours every single
There's
stream now.
No way.
Bro, it's exhausting. Do you feel like this after your stream? I jokingly, I'll tell my girl, like, I feel like I just left the coal mine. Like, my body hurts. And I can't say that, and I say that totally jokingly to anyone listening but is it exhausting for you? Because I don't know if you stress as much as I do when I play. And rage.
I try not to. I think something happened in the last 2 years where I want to play games just to play games. And I think you're still at the stage where you can't really play games if you're not like competing in some sort of way / trying to be, and you're trying to be fun.
I think it's just Halo, because Apex I'm fine. I don't stress that much. It's like I know I'm bad.
Right.
I might get mad at like a certain specific scenario or something, like fuck I just choked or something like that, but it's playing Halo again.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have been playing Halo again.
Yeah.
Have you been playing like
I've been in the scene, like watching
Yeah?
well, not really watching scrims, but watching other people's streams. Like I literally feel like I'm like back in the scene again.
Why don't you do what Zuma does in the COD scene in the Halo scene and
The
call
wank?
it the wank?
Wait, who has the wank? Do you have the wank? Someone calls their shit the wank.
Really?
Royal 2 calls
Damn
something.
it.
What the fuck? Yeah, Royal 2. What
Wait,
is
that
his
works
wank?
perfect then.
What is his wank?
Oh.
I think it's just on stream when they start talking. I don't think they don't obviously sit there and like have their cameras. They're just like playing Halo, but I think they're like, I think it might be like him.
You,
yeah,
Cougar.
They said like something happened in the Halo scene. They were like, oh, we an emergency wank or something like that.
Yeah. I think you'd be
But
good.
what's weird is I fucking thought about that.
Think about
today.
all the stories that have happened in Halo that, especially recently, that in the past year that haven't been really like talked about.
I just don't know if people give a fuck in Halo. The community is like so small now. I mean, the Halo community is
so
big,
was the COD
but
community.
the Halo Infinite, yeah.
You got to
might be
think
right.
like the flank started in Cold War and it was getting like 1,000 viewers, and it grew to this point because of all the shit. You got to think like, imagine the whole like lethal might be getting dropped situation that happened 6 months ago. Imagine talking about that on stream, like, and then getting, because there are some outspoken cats in the Halo scene. So like you could get your
probably do it with like Wes in the clutch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we could get like, can't really have like pro players on it, right?
Yeah,
as like
can.
a cast.
Oh, maybe not. I would get like an.
Or would it
ex-pro
be like
player.
me, Wes, and then we'd randomly have people on and we talk about shit? I think they had something like that. It was like in the clutch. I don't know if you know these players, but like Hunter JJX, Goofy.
Mm-hmm.
But they had something where they talked about, I forget what it was called. Maybe.
Damn.
I feel like I've slowly gotten to the Halo scene, and that's why I get so mad. It's like
when you suck,
because I know
when you're like really bad, when you suck bad, like every time you play, you really bad.
It's just the consistent suck. It's
okay.
like it's like it's not like unlucky. Shit's not going my way. I had a bad game. It's like it's been 3 hours, and I'm like, I can't win a piv.
Yeah.
I'll get one perfect every 2 hours. Like my aim is just not the same. My thumbs don't work the same. Am I holding my controller weird? How should I?
Yeah.
How do I put my like? I'm like it's almost like when I used to take hella Adderall and I'd get that like overthinking everything, like change sense.
Dude,
my monitor settings?
different.
My G-Sync is G-Sync on and off. V-Sync, that's all. Fucking NVIDIA settings. Do I put everything on low? It's like I would just overthink shit to where it's like I just felt like the game felt different, like every day or like every other game. It's like it feels different. But I don't know. I just in the way I play, especially in Halo, I tense up. I tense up my legs, in my whole body when I'm like shooting and I'm trying and my fucking aim's so average and I'm trying so hard to aim this shit and people are teabagging me. They're coming into my chat saying not even GG's really. Like they'll be like GG easy or like something like that. Like
you're like, what happened?
No, someone said GG easy sauce and I just got so
dude, that would
and then me, I think the other day, me, Royal 2, Monster, we were winning. Then we lost this oddball game, and I just played so bad. And the people we lost to, I know they're so happy. Like they're those kids in the scene, and they're just so happy they won that fucking game. They're knowing we're partied up, and then I think like the next game, Hunter JJX like used sword against us, which is GA'd, but he's that kid who's like, I don't give a fuck, like. They need to take all the weapons out and do something about these settings, or I'm just gonna keep GAing up. Fuck, I don't know, some whatever his fucking mindset is. But then we lose the next game too, and then lost every game after that. And I'm just head casing. I'm tense as fuck. I leave. I'm exhausted. Day's ruined.
Coal mine.
But yeah, I mean, it's basically the same. Like the amount of stress my body was under.
Yeah,
is fucking. I might as well have been in a coal mine. No, and I say that jokingly, man. I know I'm blessed. I like streaming because it's. I've said this before, but it's kind of like a therapy.
Yeah. So with streaming, with you getting back into streaming, are you still thinking about doing like YouTube series or things with fitness?
I'm gonna do the YouTube series. I'm mentally prepared. I think this whole week I'm gonna do it with Charleston.
Oh yeah.
And I know he occasionally works out as well. So I'll figure out like sort of the schedule this week because I'm gonna find my vlog camera and because I'm not gonna have Charleston on my hip every day.
Yeah.
But it's like 2-3 times a week. Get like a workout in with him and like I don't know, just some kind of footage. Basically copy some other like video that got millions of views.
Of course.
Like occasionally I'll have shit like this where I sit down, talk to the camera, he'll ask me questions or like I'm thinking started off like, why are you doing this? What's your goal with doing this? And I'll be explaining everything and then blah blah blah.
I get that.
But yeah, I'll have my own vlog camera, so I'll record my meals and stuff. But yeah, this whole week I think I'm gonna write down everything I want accomplished and like just any little thing of like how the beginning of the video should go. Probably copy other YouTube videos and like how have they done their shit.
I'm uploading this year too.
Yeah,
on my Hitch a Ride channel.
Are you gonna do the vegan thing?
Yeah. Well, I'm not. That's gonna be one video.
That's
So like
a year long.
I didn't want that video to be like. I didn't want to not upload until that video comes out. So I want to like start uploading like certain videos. So I've never uploaded like. Actually, I have upload a couple years ago. I did something that was like I bought the advertisements from Instagram and then like gave them to people and like that got like 80K views. Like it did pretty good. Yeah. Like some of them were like chains and other ones were like phone cases.
Yeah.
So like I want to do something like those type of videos, like kind of like themed videos. You plan them all out. And so I've planned out like 6 or 7 videos right now. So yeah, I'm excited to upload those. Hopefully they do well.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna ever be a YouTube. Maybe if like I'm basically gonna use these next 2 months. Which for anyone listening and haven't heard me talk about this, I plan on doing starting. I think I'm gonna do next Sunday. A worked out or what's the title gonna be? I worked out twice a day for 60 days. This is what happened.
Yeah.
Something like that. But basically, I'm gonna work out twice a day. It's probably mostly just gonna be like weights in the. I want to do weights in the morning. But cardio in the evening just sounds fucking horrible. But weights in the evening also sounds horrible. But I'm going to do weights and cardio every day. It'll be like, say, cardio in the morning, weights in the evening, 7 days a week, 60 days in a row. So working out twice a day. Some days I might spice up the video or something, do like take a yoga class as like a, I don't know, say I just worked out hard 6 days in a week. Take a yoga class one day and maybe some cardio and count that as 2 workouts a day. But yeah, 60 days straight.
Hell yeah.
Work out twice a day. No cheating at all on my diet. It's going to be the most like boring, clean shit. I just want my before and after picture to be fucking
Stupid.
to be kind of stupid. Like, and I've kind of used that as my excuse for the past, I'd say like month. Is I've been eating, bro. I've been eating these.
That's how my November was.
Yeah, literally.
I was like, I'm
my
starting
November,
in
December. Fucking, I've been eating. I haven't gave a shit. I've been eating these mini muffins. I don't know what they're exactly called.
Yeah, they're in the white packet. You rip them open. Sometimes they're blueberry. Sometimes they're chocolate chip.
Yeah. But
Little
I've been
Debbie's.
Eating,
You talking about the little Debbie's?
I don't know what
you're talking about. The little.
I don't know
Debbie's.
who makes them. I don't know what they're called, but they're mini muffins, and there's 5 packs come in a box.
Yes.
There's 4 muffins in each pack.
Yes, there are.
They're so moist.
Oh god.
And the other day I had 20 muffins, like 4 packs. And it's
you were
so
you
easy.
were the muffin man.
Yeah. It's so fucking easy to eat them.
That's so good.
So I'm kind of, and I'm like, am I fake for doing this? I'm gonna end up putting on all this fake fucking weight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really fake weight.
Not
It's there.
fake. It's real. It's real. It's
But
real
my
weight.
before picture. It's gonna be kind of bad. Like even just, I don't know. Like even my face now when I look at it, it's like it just seems round.
Someone said in the last podcast, "Damn, Nick looks different every podcast."
Really?
I was like,
bro, it's kind of.
That's kind of.
It's either the hair, the haircut,
tattoos,
the hair color, the haircut, the tattoos,
facial hair, the weight, the muscle mass.
I got Chipotle, and I was walking past all these buildings, and I saw my reflection in the mirror, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
That's the
like I look
feeling.
fucking gross. Like beard's gross. My lips look gross under the beard. Like judging every little thing. So haircut's gross. Hair color doesn't even make fucking sense.
Not to tack on more roast towards yourself, but I think it's
that's
a good,
all I've been doing.
I think it's a good segue. I do think it's a good segue. I think I have another piece of bad news for you. If we did a 4v4 show match in Halo with only OpTic players, I think now you're fighting for an 8th spot. I think that's how many good Halo players we have in OpTic.
Who?
The Halo
Besides
team.
the Halo team. Oh, that's not fair.
That is fair.
I guess
What?
I guess Halo players in OpTic. I guess you gotta count the Halo team.
So the Halo team, Lunch,
fucking bitch,
Shotzi, and now we just got HUKE.
Fuck HUKE. Well, I'm just kidding. Not fuck HUKE, but wait. So how many people is that?
So that's 7.
Halo team, Lunch, Shotzi,
HUKE.
Formal. Oh, Formal's on the Halo team.
Yeah.
Man, that's fucking weird. So I'm top 8 still.
Yeah, so you're fighting for the 8th
God,
spot.
how am I the 8th worst in OpTic?
Yeah, that's
Halo.
what I'm saying. Like you.
Like if Flame was here, I'm nice. Damn.
But yeah, I mean,
Wait,
talk about
what
them.
Halo?
I don't think it matters, but H5 for sure.
Fuck.
Yeah, H5, you're getting smoked.
Am I though?
You're getting
I'm soaked.
I'm
Am I better soap?
No,
I'm not. Statistics wise, definitely fucking not.
I wonder. It's a gruesome thought, but I wonder how much you were on in that fucking Coliseum clip.
Couple hundo probably.
Jesus,
Easy, bro. I was watching.
it's not worth it at all. But that Coliseum clip is fucking nasty.
Dude, but that's
But it's
that's
one
clip
in 4 years. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
what, it's not
understand.
going to show my highlights of losing
Yeah,
and getting
I
fucking
understand.
outshot or something.
I do understand.
Addy has this weird thing of making you're just focused. It's that I rarely get the feeling, but I'll get some feelings where I'll feel focus and like I'm sober, but it's like I'll sort of get that locked in. I'm playing good focus feeling. And Addy, when you're taking Addy, you have that feeling even if you're not playing good. Kind of.
Yes. Sometimes you feel like you're frying, and then you check the scoreboard, and you're -3.
Or it's
and
like,
like,
I'm
wait,
-3,
ooh.
but I'm playing perfect because my so focused brain has figured everything out.
Figured it all out. And then that's when you yell, "I'm the greatest
I'm the best in the fucking game. And then I go neg 14, I think. But I think up until that point, I think I might have been 5-0 or something.
You were frying. You killed a couple. The thing with Halo is like
in my mind on that, it felt I was playing perfect. I think
in Halo, sometimes it's like it kind of tricks you because if you kill three dudes that are one shot, you're like, I'm the best. But like they were all one shot.
Yeah.
But then you go full shields against Frosty, and you're like,
God, man. Playing Halo Infinite, I've been like discussing like, is this the worst Halo? But then I think about Halo 5 and playing against the Frosties, where it's they have a thrust every single fight.
You know how Ludwig did the Smash boxing thing, where like he did chess boxing, but part of that tournament was Smash boxing. So they would go up and they would play a set of Melee, then they would box each other.
Yeah, I'll play Frosty in that.
In Halo boxing,
I'll just hide. I'll hide. He'll get up 1-0. We box. KO. Maniac wins in Halo. Maniac's Nat champ again.
You think so? But what if he? Because the thing is he would, in order to make it fair, he would have to be able to possibly beat you in the Halo thing within 2 rounds. So you'd have to KO. So it would be like maybe you guys play Octagon.
No one would do that though. No Halo players like.
You don't think so?
Getting knocked out. Well,
what would be the
not with me? They might do it against like each other.
What would be
but they wouldn't let.
What would be the most lit Halo boxing fight? Like, because I think there's not many
versus Formal.
Yeah, but they don't really dislike each other. I'm saying like a lit one. They're like best friends that are weird.
Ryan Noob.
You.
I don't know.
Because I asked my stream and people said Lucid Frosty because they have a weird beef. That would be kind of fun, but I think Frosty Tommy has a little bit of a head start there because I think he's been like working out and shit.
Yeah,
so he's a little bit of a head start, and I think he has more reach than Brad does. But that would be a good fight.
I'm thinking I got Lucid on that one.
Yeah, same.
I've been out of the scene too long to know who still has beef. I know there was the OpTic Sentinels beef.
Yeah, I think a lot of that had to do with Ola, though.
Yeah, I think it was.
A lot of that had to do with Ola. And then Matt comes in, and Matt's friends with all of them. Yeah. So then it's like, now it's just between like kind of Trippy and kind of Lucid.
Yeah. I wonder how that started. How does Halo beef start anymore?
I think it all had to do, they were still upset with Brad bagging back in H5. I think that's
dude,
like,
he always teabagged.
Yeah, he even bagged in scrims, right?
Everywhere.
I remember
all he did was bag.
I remember I can't remember which team it was. I can't remember. Oh, it had to have been. It had to have been like oh yeah, because they were our team. Duh. So it was you guys. So you guys would spawn in and go. All right, let's get this shit. Don't lose full if Brad bags.
Dude, I never cared. I hated, what pissed me off is when people fucking cared if someone teabagged it. If I was in a serious match, Enable used to teabag all the time.
Really?
And I would get hype if he started bagging, because in my head I'm thinking like in my cracked out head, I'm calculating the time he's taking to teabag, and I'm like, that's 2 seconds you could have just pushed up. So in my head it's like it never bothered me. Sometimes if it's like maybe a random matchmaking game, I'll be like, especially it's like if they know I'm streaming, or I don't know, even back in the day, it's just like, you fucking bitch.
Is that that H5 clip where like Brad 180 no scopes you? Is that the hardest you've ever been shit on?
I don't remember the clip, to be honest.
Yeah, you do.
I don't
lie to me.
If I obviously if I see it, I'm like, oh, I should have done.
The top tower. Oh, I can't even remember.
What's the
bunch of you can fall off in a bunch of different places. There was a strongholds map. I can't remember.
It's strongholds in Halo 5.
Yeah,
like we're talking Halo 5, right?
Halo 5. There was a rail gun on this map. I think. Fuck, I can't remember.
Was the camo at the top of? Wait, you could fall.
No, the camo was at the bottom. You had to like, or maybe it was OS that was at the bottom, and you could like possibly fall off, but then you'd have to jump back. There were like catwalks everywhere.
Cannot remember.
You're gonna see it and you're gonna know it, because there are a lot of fucking.
Royal Touche has a clip that he shit on me really bad.
Oh, that clip is good.
And
you act like you were lagging.
Did I? I do remember that clip, and I've seen that one multiple times and brought up my attention.
The one on Coliseum, right?
Yeah. Dude,
this one, oh my God, it's the first one that
the
came
Halo
up.
5 heavy game, man. But I've gotten shit on in Halo Infinite like that, and it's
Fathom.
I don't know what it is, man.
Fathom? I think it's Fathom. I think once you see the map, you're going to be like, oh, I remember the clip now.
Which map was Fathom?
It was the clip where Brad smokes you, and then APG starts gassing him, and you almost leave the game.
What? APG's on my team?
APG's on your team. Brad
shits on me.
Brad jumps out, shits on you, and then APG is like, "Oh my God, he's so fucking good." And you would hit start, and you were about to quit out of the scrim.
I used to do that all the time.
You were about to.
I would hit start and just like if I accidentally leave somehow because I'm just fucking clicking buttons, and
or was it Torque?
I kind of want to see that clip now,
dude. It's so good. Can somebody's got to either tweet it to you or.
Maybe we can find it, put it in this episode or something. Yeah,
somebody's got to find it. It's so good. That. Damn, dude.
It really kind of stresses me out thinking about it. My Halo 5 career should have been better.
You think so?
Yeah.
You weren't bad.
Bro, people tried to like place me in this like
it's not this map.
I wasn't the best. But like people try to place me in this like I was like people will be like, damn, that's as bad as your Halo 5 career or some shit like that.
They try to think that you were like fucking dog shit, awful, or like horrible, like not good. Like
we had a bad team. For Halo 5, we had a pretty bad team.
Yeah.
Me, Flame Sword, Assault. That's just not a good trio.
It really isn't.
Like there's not enough. I mean, I don't think we were that bad though. We did decent, I think, in scrims. I think we beat someone in game battles, beat some good teams in game battles or some shit. But in the long run, and at tournaments, it just didn't work out for us. The new young guns just took over.
Yeah,
Frosty beat me in H2A with the Sudis.
You got checked?
Yeah, that wasn't a good point in my career. Really bad.
Do you remember the clip where it's either Snipe Down or Ninja has a snipe and at Halo Worlds and he can accidentally see through the wall?
I don't remember that.
It sucks that we're on a podcast.
I didn't watch any Halo after I retired, aka got dropped. I didn't watch any. What fun fact? That's the only time in my Halo career I got dropped, and then I retired.
Is what?
I've never been dropped from a team or like replaced or anything until Hex. Hex is the first person to ever drop.
Hex is the first person to drop you?
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
Wait, where were we at? Oh, Snipe Down.
Somebody
had through a wall.
Yeah, I think Snipe Down.
Where are you at looking up Halo clips?
What do you mean?
Like where are you searching? YouTube?
Google.
Nothing's coming up.
No, I don't know how.
Do have that H5 goat on our squad now though. Well, not goat, but he was up there. HUKE.
I have to stop because we're on a podcast and I don't want to be staring at my phone the whole time, but I'm pissed that I can't think of the. And I looked up Halo 5 maps.
Man. Well, someone will find it.
Bro, there's like 700 Halo 5 maps.
Really?
And there's no like thumbnails for them. So
yeah, I don't remember shit about Halo 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do got.
Yeah, but
the young goat.
HUKE joining. That's kind of. I mean, dude, talk about a fucking shit show of a month.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's pretty bad.
It was to the point where like I go up to Seth at the hockey shoot. I'm like, how are you doing, man? He was like, I'm doing good. I was like, y'all figuring things out?
He's got to be pissed.
And he was like, we're trying.
But I mean.
But it was to the point where he was like, I would tell you what's going on, but like, I'm not telling anyone. I was like, damn, not even
No one
me?
really was guessing. Everyone was saying Pred.
Well,
I was kind of saying Pred.
The last I heard was Alec. And then I heard maybe Paul. And then I heard Paul X. And then I heard maybe Pred. And I was just like, well, I mean, at that point, like, I hope you guys It's just crazy that it was like nothing was lined up, and it apparently on the internals it got so bad where like a change had to be made even without like there was no going back, which I think is that's wild. I'm sad.
I mean, they tried it. Yeah, I love that team too. I love Dashy. He was always a good vibe around here.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's just different in game.
Yeah,
like sometimes it just teams just.
That's the hard part of trying to do what we do.
Especially when it's the good, like one of the good fucking players that like everyone. I mean, to be honest, I don't watch enough COD. I don't watch them scrim, so I don't know how good he was. But when I think of Dashy, I think of like one of the better players in the league.
One of the most naturally gifted players.
Yeah, for sure. And I remember dropping APG, and it was not a skill thing at all. But it was like sometimes it's just like, I don't really know what I was like. For me, I don't think it's the same as it is for Dashy, but for me with like APG, it's just like, I think he was young, and I was coming up on this stage in my life. I'm like 19, 20 or something, and I like think I'm maturing, and I'm looking up to like the older guys, like the T-Squareds, the Walshies, the Ogre 2s, and I'm like seeing how they practice, and I got this fucking young idiot on my team who pisses me off named APG. So it was like not dropping people for skill, but it's like sometimes, and like people will like see us drop him, and we're like, that's fucking stupid. And to be honest, it was fucking stupid. But sometimes there's just stuff that people don't see that are just gonna, and whatever it was for the COD team, it's just they tried it once, got the team, whatever was happening there, they got the team back together. And I'm assuming whatever was still happening, and they didn't perform at the event or whatever. So,
yeah. So much shit goes on behind the fucking scenes, man.
Yeah,
like some of the conversations, it's gonna come out eventually. Cause
of like why?
No, not of why. Of like what has happened over the past month. Why I feel like everybody knows. It's just the team chemistry was off. It wasn't working, and they wanted to switch it up and get productivity back on track to where they felt like a team.
Crazy to me, they did that without
without a player in mind.
They had a player in mind.
No, right. I don't even think they did. I don't know.
I think they did. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna be a fan here and pretend I'm not an OpTic, but I'm gonna guess that they thought because they were OpTic, they could, and they were gonna be willing to put up the max amount of money that they would get someone. The player that they would want to get would want to join, and it would work out in their favor. And it was no matter what it costs, they were gonna get it done.
I think
that's how I look at it. But this is from someone. Yes, I'm in OpTic, and I would have loved for them to get whoever they want, because like whatever works for them works for me too.
Yeah, true.
But from just looking at it, I guess we can say the outside in, because it's not like I'm involved in any of this shit.
I'm not either.
I don't know who they were. Literally, I learned from my chat of like what's going on in the COD community.
Yeah, I learned 4 hours before.
But I'm going to take it as they thought they could get, let's say they were like, all right, we need to just make this change. Like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Whatever was happening is happening. Let's get Arcides. If we can't get Arcides, we can probably get Pred or something like that. And I'm just thinking that was the plan. All right, can't get Arcides. We'll be able to get Pred. Seattle's being tough. Sure, man, we'll pay this outrageous amount. And they're just like, no, still. Then they're like, well, fuck. What the fuck? Didn't expect this to happen. That's what I'm assuming happened.
See,
I don't know. Like they could hear this and be like, no, you're a fucking idiot, which might be true, but that's just my outside perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know if they.
You might be right. I don't think you're right, but you might be. There's like, I only know like 3 pieces of information, and I'm trying not to let that sway what I'm saying. But like, I mean, I think part of it is like it's just so different in CWL that like sometimes if you have a player that's like, no, fuck this, we're making a change, I'm not playing anymore. Yeah. Like that type of thing. It's like it's harder than just like hitting up a group chat and being like, yo, who wants to join? But also. That being said,
it's way different now.
That being said,
I like how
we have one of the most talented people that we're willing to trade.
Yeah.
So like, it's crazy that like we have a very talented, extremely like top 5 shots in the world, and we're trying to. I mean, I'm assuming we were trying to trade.
Who's
him
gonna have a fucking chip on his shoulder, and he's gonna fucking perform for sure. For like, I think whoever he gets on. Hopefully,
that's the craziest part about
be his fucking decline.
That's the craziest part about like dropping someone that's that talented is like, that the possibility that they might beat you. Like that's anybody who gets dropped at that level has the ability to beat the other team.
When they like first dropped Ashy or wanted to drop him or whatever, I was like, he's gonna end up like going to FaZe and just winning every event.
Dog, I was so scared.
Yeah.
As soon as
because I've heard the FaZe fucking demons talk about how they've wanted Dashy and how they think. I think maybe I've seen one of them say like Dashy's the best player or something.
Yeah,
but it's like when Dashy has these little demons hyping him up, it's like God, that's only gonna make him play like much better.
Yeah, I wonder how are you feeling right now if you're Slasher? Are you still chilling? Or are you like, holy shit, like, I'm safe?
I was wondering how Slasher got in that.
Bruce is out there.
He's
out there in the wild.
How long is yeah, I'd be fucking.
I would be
if
terrified,
I'm Slasher,
right?
I'm fucking pissed. But I thought Slasher was a little washed. But I also, like I said, I don't pay attention to the COD scene. But he's been around for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or am I?
Yeah, he's been
like, how long has he been pro? I thought he was like one of the old AR, like a JCap. In my head, I was like, how the fuck's a JCap on this FaZe team?
JCap's like, I think he turned 45 this year.
But
so he's not that old.
So in my head, Slasher was like 39. But I'm like, how is JCap on this FaZe team? Like I'm thinking like JCap and Slasher on like sort of the same AR old head wave.
I get you.
So I was wondering how the fuck he even got on FaZe. But he might still be really, like, he could be the fucking snipe down of COD, and I don't really know. I don't think he's the snipe down of COD, but.
I mean, Slasher's like a top 3 AR in history.
Yeah.
So, like, it makes sense that he's on the team. But also, what you're saying is not far-fetched, because a lot of people were saying that. But that's because the
Envy, it just didn't fit the squad.
The Envy squad that, like, Slasher was on was fucking absurd. Like, that's, like Black Ops 3... IW, AW, what was after that? Modern Warfare or World War II. But like Slasher was disgusting at all those, and because his shot is like really good, so I think it makes sense.
Like Slasher almost seemed like the maniac.
He's a natural. No,
he's better. Dude, I was good. What if I was fucking average as fuck and like I'm just? Am I delusional?
I think Slasher's like the snake bite of COD.
Okay.
Like a natural leader, but also extremely disgusting.
Okay.
What's happening in fucking Halo? Do we know? Has anything been announced? Because I know exactly what's happening, but I want to ask you, like, so you get put on the spot with roster changes happening.
Oh, I don't really fucking know, to be honest. You know?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's gonna be fun.
I haven't even like thought about it really.
It's gonna be real fun.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't thought about it, so I don't know who. Oh, fuck, I can't even like ask you without. I'll say without you saying a word, Sentinels would make a change, drop Lethal, try really hard to get. It's gonna be scary whoever they get because there's the 3 of them are so fucking good. Lethal somehow, even in 2020 when Lethal was playing Halo 3, he was probably the best Halo 3. Like, he was good as fuck. I didn't think he fell off at all. And then, like, this game came out, and he just has not gone positive in a scrim, in a tournament. Also, I don't keep up with it that much. He might not be playing that bad, but it just seems like he has not been performing. So I'm going to assume, for as good as they should be in finals. Though. They should be.
It's weird how much of a team dynamic it is, because when we had Ola, Brad never went positive. Never. But then
when you have Frosty, Snakebite, and Royal too on your team, it's gonna be fucking.
But we drop Ola.
But you can just, I think you can just tell watching their screen.
We drop Ola, and then we pick up Matt, and now Brad is like, not only does he play that like ratty role where he like never picks up power weapons and shit.
Fucking done.
Yeah, he's like he plays the VR. He grabs the ball. He gets in the hill. He doesn't grab the power weapons. You grab it. He'll bait for you, so you grab it. He plays that role, and he's still going positive. And maybe it's because Matt is clearing the map out a little bit more.
Brad's really good at doing that.
But like, if you go back, like whenever we were making it to finals and we were losing and shit like that, people were saying we should drop APG. Nobody was saying
fucking
Ola.
Idiots.
No one was saying Ola except people within the scene.
People don't realize how good. I mean, and it could be.
But it's the same type of thing. Like, I feel like Lethal's good enough where like he gets on maybe he gets on a different team. I don't know if he's being dropped, but he gets on a different team and maybe he fucking fries.
Maybe. Could be wrong. I'm sure if Lethal heard me talking like this, he's probably roasting me.
Imagine TJ. Again, I don't know if he's getting dropped, but imagine he goes to a different team, brings back Snakebite, brings back Snipe Down.
Snipedown's not fucking playing.
Snipe Down, Lethal.
Hates this shit.
Snipe
He's
Down,
so mad he just wasted a year.
Bound. I don't know.
Lethal, I don't know. Could he? I feel like I can tell watching someone screen if they're good. But also, I'll watch some AM kids screen, like this guy, not AM, but like top 12 E-Pros. And this guy like collect, I'll watch his screen. I'm like, dude, this guy's like kind of fucking nasty. And then it's like he plays. It's just so I'm watching him in like matchmaking, but it's like, dude, this guy's nasty. But then it comes to a scrim, and it's like, boom, they got 10-2'd by Native Gaming or something.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
I've never so different.
That is so real in Smash. Like, I know you don't like watch Smash or anything like that, but there's a collective group of people that are really good at moving their character. It literally doesn't even look real. Yeah. Like their character's like, but then like, and so you watch them and you're like, there's no way anyone's better than them, but they're like top 20 in the world.
Yeah.
And then like they play Mango and Mango just like wave dash up smash, and then it's just like
Royal 2.
Yeah, it's just like
Royal 2 has the slowest, most steady playstyle ever, but his accuracy is he has the best shot in Halo history for sure. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. I like his slower sort of play style. The fact that he like doesn't look flashy, but he just hits every single thing, and it's like, what? I've said this multiple times, but it's like, is it the thumbs? Is it? And that's why I kind of, when Formal joined OpTic, I was like, I thought they were gonna get better, just from like, you know, everyone's gonna be hype as fuck Formal, but I'm like, I don't know if Formal's like gonna win an event,
okay,
or like bring them to win an event, because I think at the end of his COD career, I saw the lack of like, I don't know if I want to say lack of passion, but it just,
no, you can say that.
I would lack of passion.
He would agree with you,
and it's like lack of passion. And when I would watch his POV, and I didn't know COD that much, but I would just be like, he did not play that right, or it's like he would throw his life away. And I'm like, is this the very, very start of his like decline? Yeah. Obviously, it's Formal, and he's fucking good as fuck, and his aim is stupid, and he's really smart, and he has good comms. So he could still place top 3 and shit, and like maybe win an event randomly. But it's like, is this his decline as far as like being the best in the fucking league? Then he switches to Halo. He starts playing with SSG, Ace, and Tylenol.
His first like good 3 weeks of Halo Infinite, I haven't seen Matt game like that in a minute.
Really?
Yeah,
nonstop. I mean, he was fucking excited for it.
But it was not about the hours. Matt has always put in the hours. Yeah. He's always headbutt his head into the monitor and put in work. But it was just like how he was improving, and like how he was fixing his game, and like who he was talking to, and like how he was getting on teams, and he was running through 8s lobbies.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I haven't seen him do that in a minute, and it's just because he loved the game. And you got to think how many dog shit games in a row we've had in COD. In the last 6 years, we've had 2 good CODs. And so like that's going to burn out anybody, like competitive wise. That's going to burn out anybody. Which is why when he switched to Halo, and he's just like, oh shit, I bet you it's the same thing that Snipedown thinks going to Apex. It's like, oh shit, this game works. This game is fun. I don't have to wait 7 years for another Halo to come out. Like I can just play Apex. And you get that like you get that passion like refueled. Yeah. That's why I think when you retire when you're 26 thing in esports, I think that's kind of bullshit. I think you can get your passion back, And like, if there are fighting game people that have just fucking been doing this all their lives and they don't have arthritis and they play till they're 40, then I think people that play FPSs are gonna be fine. I don't think it's a hand thing for most people.
I don't know if it's a hand thing. I think the game just evolves, but it's like it's kind of always done that with everything.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's a passion thing more than it is a physical thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, because the guys that, like, when Formal started playing the Halo again, he would tell me he's like in these Discord calls till 4 a.m. with the like after 8s and shit with the new up and coming cracked fucking young players, and it's just like when you're young, you don't think about putting in the hours. I'm sure Formal playing COD was like, fuck, like I have to play.
I have to go.
Like I have to go work
for basically. Sure. 100%.
I have to just go and play for 4, 5, 6 hours. But it's like when you're young, you don't even think about it.
You like dream.
You want to wake up and play.
You like dream of being on main stage. And Matt is thinking, dude, when I'm on main stage, like if I go on main stage, I got to make sure I have my gamer grip. You know what I mean? Like that's how it's the different levels of thinking.
Yeah.
Whereas like, there are 16-year-olds out there that are like looking at the Halo World stage or looking at the OpTic Major stage, and they're just like, I want to be up there. I'll do anything to be up there.
All that their life is. Like they don't think about having a girlfriend, going out to eat,
taxes,
waking up, taxes,
fucking school, like
money.
Yeah, like nothing like
literally all they even think about. And it's not like I'm dedicating myself to this. I'm going to be like they're regardless if they were getting first or top 16, that's all they're doing anyway.
All they want to do.
Like all they do is wake up and think about it.
And it's funny because I've seen more. It's weird how things are evolving because I've seen more 14 to 16-year-olds be passionate in that sense about esports than I had passionate like teenagers when I played soccer. Like a lot of people that played soccer,
I didn't even know how to practice. Like
a lot of people that like in basketball, like a lot of people that played soccer. Even any sport that I played, literally any sport. But I remember 2 basketball players that went to my high school and 1 soccer player that wanted to play until they were pro. That's what they wanted. Everyone else was just going through the motions.
Yeah.
But in esports and especially in streaming and entertainment, you see people that's what they want to do. That I want to play Rocket League until I'm the best, until I can win a high school tournament, until I can win a local tournament. Like that's what I want to do, which is crazy because in huge sports, your parents just put you in there and then, maybe we'll have a tournament this weekend, but you go and you chill with your friends. You're not going to win the tournament. If you win the tournament, that's cool. But like you're not, as a 15-year-old, I wasn't out there kicking the ball around, like practicing.
Yeah.
I wasn't. But I would get on to play GBs.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I feel like that's crazy.
Well, it's so convenient for kids. It's like you don't have to go outside. You don't have to go find a basketball. You don't have to find a basketball court. You don't have to drive anywhere. You don't have to. Everything is just you wake up.
You don't have to find teammates. You don't have to find opponents. You have them already.
It's literally all
that's a good point.
Here. It's so convenient. And this next, I can't wait to see where esports is at. And like, dude, imagine 20 years from now.
Dude, people have been saying that for 10 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about, I guess, has it changed that much? I mean, 10 years ago, we had a Pistola.
It's funny because right now, I think
now 10 years later, we have Renegade. So it's like, it hasn't, I mean, there's breakthrough players for sure.
It's for sure changed.
Yeah.
But I think it's changing at a more rapid rate than we've seen with sports.
Because sports is weird. I thought Zion Williamson was going to join the NBA. I don't know if you even know who that is.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to join the NBA and like start dominating. I was like, this is like a bigger LeBron James.
Okay. Well,
maybe not. Yeah. No, that was maybe a stretch to make my point.
To be fair, he is a monster.
He's been dominating lately.
Well, it's his first season, right? Playing.
He was I don't think it's his first. Well, I guess
for like
he's
2
been
whole seasons.
Yeah, he's been hurt and shit, but
he's a monster. I saw a Instagram reel. That's what I watch now since I have deleted TikTok.
Dude, just download TikTok.
Of like a dude going to dunk and he dunks it, and he goes, oh, and he goes up to the camera, and then you hear woo 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 woo, and he turns around, and then Zion comes to dunk, and he freeze frames it, and it says this is Zion. Dude, the shit was going hard.
Really?
It's just crazy how much higher he jumped and how much farther he jumped than the first dude.
From the free throw line?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, it was crazy.
Bro, the first dunk, everyone was like, and then Zion comes. And this guy was like a foot in front of the free throw line, like, whatever. And then Zion's behind the free throw line, just,
literally like a different level of human.
I used to, back in the Emerson, me and Aaron would always watch Zion's high school highlights, which is crazy. It's like we're watching his high school. Yeah. Same with LaMelo Ball.
Same with Trey Young. Yeah, Trey Young.
Fucking me and Aaron used to always watch this shit.
That's so good.
We'll see where this young freakish fucking talent goes. I want to see. There's gonna be some sort of insane, like, I don't know. Is there though? Like a robotic, like a Frosty times 2.
What do you think is gonna
possible?
What do you think is gonna be the hardest out of any competition that we've watched growing up? What's gonna be the hardest legacy to beat?
Are we talking like
anything
basketball, Halo?
I don't think
the hardest legacy to beat.
I don't think anybody's beaten Usain Bolt. That motherfucker was fast. That was crazy.
Bro, I loved track and field when that was like the era.
Yeah.
What happened? No one gives a fuck anymore, huh?
Nah. There's always a breakthrough.
Usain Bolt and the Michael Phelps shit.
That was fucking Tiger Woods. Like those people that like break through their sport, make it to mainstream.
Yeah, I'm saying, is there gonna be someone in esports that like I thought it was gonna be FaZe. I thought they were about to go in like a 2-3 year spree of just fucking dominating.
It is crazy. It has to be a little. I do feel bad for those guys. There was a long time where they were winning everything, where I was like, I just want them to lose. Yeah. But now,
well, I mean, it comes with it.
It comes with OpTic phase and all that shit. But like, getting second all year, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, for the first time probably in my career, they make finals, and I'm like, come on, you guys. Like, you boys got this one.
I literally thought they were, and this is what I was, I guess, like trying to fucking say, was about like, I want to see who's the next talent that's going to come and make that sort of like final boss in 2005.
It's going to be
2004,
so
2005, 2006, 2007 sort of like run.
So hard. I mean, if Aches was able to do it, and Aches is bad. Like, he's bad.
Yeah.
If he was able to do it in COD, being that bad, damn.
But
like, that just shows how different the time was.
I was speaking of hating. I was on stream the other day, and I love Ogre too. Like, I call him the GOAT. Like, he's the GOAT. He's the Godfather. But then it's like me and my chat were talking about. It's like, is he actually the GOAT? And I looked it up, and I think 37 of his wins came before 2007. So I was like, I was like, Lethal's wins came from 2011 and later. That's the peak of Halo, where people know how to practice. People know they're lining up scrims. You just know how to get better. You know how to communicate with a team. You know how to like start getting better to win. Like,
that's why Ian can never catch him. If Ian had played in Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 1,
Ian can't catch Ogre 2.
I don't think Ian. Well, he's retired now. I don't think Ian played Black Ops 1 or Modern Warfare 3. If he had, he might have passed him. I think Ian took a break from COD 4 until Black Ops 2 to play Halo. But if he would have played those years, he might have been able to catch him, because there were so many more events. Like tour, doesn't he count?
There
like
was less competition,
tournaments?
and there were so many more events. If we're counting wins, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure the wins I saw, he's like counting, even if it wasn't like, I think there was MLG events in 2004. I looked at his shit. Like, I looked at the dates, I think. Or no, I just filtered it to first.
Yeah,
so first place
yeah.
would be first, and it did it on the dates were in order as well, and literally like 37 wins down. It was just nothing but 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006.
I mean, that's still fucking
and that was
dope.
37 wins.
But like
37 wins in just
But like, is he just beating like
what's that? 3 years, 37 wins. Like
Is
or
he-
3 or 4 years, 37 wins. Like that. How much do we count that?
were they beating like I'm guessing these are like the 2v2s with the twins?
Yeah, some 2v2s, some
Like,
4v4s.
Were they beating kids eating chicken nuggets? Or
They weren't beating. I would say there was maybe 3, and like I just know Ogre 2.
he's gonna
hears
be
this,
so
and-
pissed.
I mean, I don't know if he'll ever hear this,
He'll probably never hear it,
but I don't. The competition just wasn't there. I would say there was what maybe one or
course
two
not.
other teams that they had in mind that like these guys would be pretty hard.
dude, you should hear.
But it's like they were just so far ahead of their time that it's like they basically invented scrimming and they invented practice.
If
like,
you
we're
invented-
talking,
dude.
these are like basketball players in like the 60s.
dude, people say that Rambo invented rotating. Like, no wonder he was
Really?
fucking winning.
Uh,
If you spawn out,
really?
If
That's
you
a
s-
fucking saying.
if you spawn out on CTF, everyone's initial thought is to run to the other flag. And then Rambo comes in. This is I don't know how true this is. I'm sure people that played in COD 2 and COD 3 and
Give
COD
up
4.
these 20, 30
Hey.
seconds.
Let them have the flag cap. Let's rotate back to our spawn so that we can push forward as a team. That saves everyone. No one. If you did that in 2000 in Modern Warfare 2, if you did that, you won. Because
And what year was this?
in COD 4, 2009. But he played. But I'm
Yeah,
thinking
that's
more of
when
like
gaming started getting smart.
I'm thinking more of
Yeah,
like
I put the
like how
net chant.
how they played Sabotage and Dom and like shit like that, like in 2000. What is that? 2007, 2006, 2007. Like if you it was at a point where like if you played appropriately and you anchored on that hard point, or you rotated back to flag on, or you held a home flag, or you got them trapped on Dom, like you won. If you had strategy, you won against the average
Yeah.
GB team. But nowadays, everyone knows how to play.
Everyone, man.
Fucking
match. It just match.
drop shot 69 420 knows where you're gonna spawn on P2 if your spawn, if your friend spawn, and it's just like holy shit, everyone's so good now.
Yeah, it's evolved a lot. Yeah.
In Smash, they call that Falco Master 2000.
But how has Mango or whatever his name is?
Yeah,
He was winning in like 2001, and he's still winning in like 2022.
No, it's absurd.
That's
No one
like that's
that
the
shit-
go, right? Is there a go in Smash?
I say yes. Some people have put another dude in front of him, but he started after Mango and quit before Mango, and Mango's still going. So I think
Does
I
Mango
think-
have more wins?
I can't remember. In Smash, there's so many damn majors. There's like 700 majors. It's insane. But
Yeah, that was my. I still don't know who the Halo goat is, and I'm wondering
it is
who's
Tuger. Of
is
course
there.
It's Tuger.
But 37.
It doesn't
I might have counted
matter.
wrong. 37 of his
It
wins came
doesn't-
before 2007.
Does not matter.
Why does it not matter? though?
Because people will always put Babe Ruth in that conversation. They'll always put Wilt Chamberlain. They'll always put Wilt
Does anyone
Chamberlain.
put Babe Ruth in there?
Yes. They'll always put Hank Aaron in there. Like people will before people got fucking good, they'll always put whoever was the best in that era in the conversation.
Am I a hater?
Yes, but
I'm not. But I have no reason to hate.
here's the
I'm
thing.
trying to be realistic.
If Tuger
That's my only
if Tuger didn't have H5 wins, I would agree with you. But he won in H5.
Did he win an H5?
Yeah, he won with TJ, right? He won on EG.
I think it was.
Or am I
him-
thinking of Roy?
I think it was him, Lethal, Royal 2, and Snakebite. But I think he got dropped.
He did get dropped.
Or no, I think was it Royal? I think it was Royal 2, Snakebite, Cloud, and Ogre 2 or something. And then I think they dropped Cloud,
Can't remember. Picked up TJ.
picked up TJ.
Then dropped Tuger and picked up Frosty. Is that what happened?
But I don't know.
I can't remember.
I can't remember if he won. But The reason but
winning in H5, you're winning against HUKE. You're winning. Oh, wait, was he playing with HUKE?
he wasn't playing with HUKE against him.
I thought he was on Envy. Never mind. Regardless, if you're beating HUKE and you're beating Frosty.
Well, the thing is, Tuger was winning in 2010. Tuger was winning in 2000, dominating in 2010 and 2011.
Yeah.
So it's like still even after. I was putting it like Ogre 1 stopped playing in 2008. And I was like, see, Ogre 1, I can't, like, you can't put him up there as the GOAT, or like he just didn't, basically retired when it started.
I don't think you can.
No, he basically retired when it started, I think, when competition became its highest.
Yeah.
So it's like, sure, put him in the top 10 or something, but it's all the people from, like, the fact that Tuger was still placing at the top and winning at 2008, 2009, or I think 2009, he had a bad season. 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, I think even like Halo 4 AGLs of like 2012, 2013, he might have won 1 or 2 or something like that. So he was still winning. So it's like that's when I'm like, so I'm not mad at it.
Did you see the clip that Big Timer rarely tweets, but he tweeted a video of himself, and he was like, I'm tired of the disrespect for all of the Call of Duty players that played before Black Ops 2. And then he like says, just because you weren't watching it, just because the ceiling wasn't as high as it is now, doesn't mean that you weren't playing at the best level. And then he goes, hell, my electrician knows more about electricity than Thomas Edison. Do you think my electrician is smarter than Thomas fucking Edison? It's such a
I saw that, and it's of course leave it to Big T to just actually make a point.
That's the best point I've ever heard.
Yeah, because like when I'm on this, I'll just like start scatterbraiding. I can't really think of a good point. But I just fucking.
That's the best point I have. Just because Giannis Antetokounmpo is probably better at basketball than Wilt Chamberlain. Not even probably. 150% he is better at basketball than Wilt Chamberlain was, and his peak doesn't mean that he was better than Wilt Chamberlain. Because at the time, because at the time, no one was better than.
So what
Wilt
does GOAT
Chamberlain.
mean? I don't know what GOAT means anymore.
I don't know either. All I know is that I have a meeting in 4 minutes. Thank you guys. He didn't watch he didn't listen to Johannesburg, so we're gonna do another round of Johannesburg. Johannesburg by Mumford and Sons. It's 5 songs. Go listen to it. Put down in the comments how good the songs were. Thank you so much to Corduroy for sponsoring the Flycast. We're in the midst of moving offices, so we're gonna have Corduroy.
We had to use my stream room this time.
Yeah, your stream room.
What I wanted to talk about also was Andrew Tate. You know, he's locked up. We'll talk about that next episode. Thank you all for watching. E-Mac Craig, play that outro music.